Dear friends, GATE 2019 examination is over. Now the students are wondering for their result. They want to know how much marks they will get, what will be their score, and what will be the chances to get the admission in IISc and IITs. Today we have with us the computer science engineering team of MADE AG to analyze the 2019 GATE paper in order to give you some idea about the level of difficulty, the type of questions, and the other related aspects of the GATE exam. We will begin one by one, and I hope this discussion will help you in making an assessment of your performance. You will be able to plan your further course of action. And briefly, I tell you, I am B. Singh, Chairman and Managing Director, MADE AG. So now I take to the MADE AG team, Mr. Sagar. What is your opinion about the subject of computer organization and architecture in the GATE 2019 as compared to GATE 2018? How the difficulty level is?
Yes, sir. Computer organization subject, basically conceptual subject. So almost in the exam, conceptual questions are there. With the theory, it will a lot of theory. Compared to last 2018, in 2019, only few questions are formatted based on only one topic. In 2018, total 6 questions are there. 3 questions are 1 mark weightage and 3 questions are 2 marks weightage. Total 9 marks weightage in 2018 GATE exam. All the questions, 6 questions in 2018 properly distributed topic wise. But this year 2019 only 3 questions are there. 2 questions are 1 mark question and 1 question 2 marks question. All the 3 questions are formatted based on one topic, memory organization. That means there is no proper distribution in the entire syllabus. Actually, in every year there was the topics, fundamental topics where compulsory questions are there. So most of the students, what they are doing is they are ignoring all other concepts. They are focused only on those important areas. Right. But this year only fundamental questions are formatted based on one topic. Right. So that shows that there is no point of important topic in the subject. So every area is equally important. Right. But in the 2019, all the three questions, 4 marks weightage, simple questions compared to last year.
What is your opinion? This year is more scoring than last year, or it is similar in your area?
In my area, more scoring. Because more 4 marks easily they can score.
Okay. Sapna ma'am, English as compared to last year, this year, and how the trend and how the difficulty level of question is?
Yes, sir. So GATE 2019 English section in particular, though there was nothing unpredictable, the paper was quite level of difficulty would be moderate to high. Critical reasoning question, there was one question which carried a weightage of 2 marks, which was slightly tougher. The remaining questions, there were 3 more questions, vocabulary and grammar. Level of difficulty was moderate or almost of the same level as has been asked in last year's paper. A change that could be noticed in English section this year was the weightage. Last year, computer science, English weightage was only 2 marks. This year, it went up to 5 marks. So definitely a good change for the students who went prepared, who had made some preparation for the section. Though level of difficulty, I would say, was not very high, but yes, preparation is certainly required. 2010 onwards, 2010 was the year when English was introduced for the first time in computer science and for the other branches as well. So on an average, they have maintained around a weightage of around 3 to 4 marks for computer science. This year was no different. So weightage of 5 marks. So preparation is yes, it is required. You need to practice on critical reasoning. At least last few years questions, one had to go prepared with. One had to, practice those questions. Vocabulary and grammar. These 3 areas are crucial in order to perform well in English section.
Subba Reddy, programming methodology and data structure has been always important. And what is your observation this year in GATE 2019?
Right. So last year for 14 marks, this year for 10 marks. So last year some questions came from pointers. Right. Almost 3 questions came from pointers. Now this year 1 came. But overall comparing last year and this year programming is easier. Easier.
So this year students will score better.
Yeah. Comparing last year, this year is all the programming questions they done correctly.
Okay.
Most of the things came from notes only.
Okay, most of the things covered by the students. I think they must be in comfort zone. Yeah, Mr. Srinivas, in digital logic, what is your opinion? What is the difficulty level of questions? Whether the students may be in comfort zone or in difficult zone?
If you look to the 2018 and 2019 GATE question papers, digital logic subject is concerned. In 2018 paper, the weightage was for 6 marks. In 2019, the weightage is for 7 marks. More or less, we can say similar weightage is going. Generally, the weightage is changing between 5 to 8 marks. If you look to the last 5 years question papers. From this 2019 question paper is concerned, from number system, they asked 2 questions. And one question is a little not expected question. They ask whenever x and y are sign magnitude, for x minus y operation, what is the condition for overflow, how many number of bits are required. Generally students will expect this sort of question whenever it is x plus y, but they ask this time the question x minus y. And other question is related with the 2's complement. And if you compare 2018 paper, in 2018 paper also from the number system the weightage came for 2 marks, in fact a single question.
Right.
And Boolean algebra and K-map is concerned, this time they asked 2 questions, and this is the Boolean algebra question is more or less similar to the last year 2018 paper, the 18 paper question. Some Boolean equation they given ABCD options and they are asking us to verify inequality among the given Boolean equations. And one question is by giving the logic circuit, what is the Boolean function which is implemented. So on the whole, if you look to the syllabus coverage is concerned, from Boolean algebra and number system only we are having the coverage of the questions in the 2019 GATE paper. Whereas in the 2018 there was a question from counters, there was a number system related question, the combination circuit. So that in the 2018 paper, almost all the topics they tried to
18 or 19?
18 paper.
Achha, okay.
In 2018 question paper, they tried to cover all the topics. But whereas in the 2019 GATE paper, they covered only the basic part of the subject, Boolean algebra and number system. Almost 60% syllabus important topics, combination circuits and sequence circuits. From that part, there is no question in the 2019 GATE paper. And level of question standard is concerned, it is very easy for the students' point of view. Most of the questions what we covered in the workbook, in the class, they are the almost repeated questions in the question paper. Hopefully our students will perform well.
Okay. Subbareddy, again coming to the algorithm, the subject which you have done in class. Now, what is your opinion about the examination difficulty level and pattern?
Right, sir. I missed out one thing in the data structure algo. Data structure and programming. So in the data structure, only programming is given. 5 questions are 2 marks.
Okay.
10 marks. In data structure, no question is given.
This year?
This year.
Okay.
Stat chapter completely ignored.
Okay.
Q completely ignored. Tree completely ignored. Only 5 programming questions are given. Completely data structure is right.
Okay.
Only programming is given.
That is what GATE is sometimes unpredictable.
It is unpredictable. So they didn't follow it this year, in my opinion. Traditional way they didn't follow.
Okay, so they have
From one topic they are given all.
Okay. And what about in algorithm?
Yeah, in algorithm, so comparing last year, this year is tough.
Okay. And well distributed in
So,
all?
no, it is not. So every year, time complexity question, one question will come.
Okay.
But this year it is not there.
Okay.
Next one, in the previous year they used to distribute for every chapter one question. Now here from one chapter only all came, that is also probability is included.
Okay.
So paper became very tough, 90% is tough.
Okay.
10% is easy. So I think very
Algorithm section this year is tougher
comparing last year.
Comparing to last year.
Not only the traditional things not came.
Okay.
Some people felt that this is compulsory, they prepared maybe,
Right.
but they are not came at all. So
Okay.
overall in my opinion it is a tough.
Okay.
Algo tough, programming is easy.
Fagar, when we talk about the operating system, so what is your opinion in operating system?
In 2018, 2 questions 1 mark and 3 questions 2 marks, total 8 marks. In 2019, 2 questions, 1 mark questions, and 4 questions, 2 marks question, total 10 marks. So compared to 2018 and 2019, almost questions distribution is same.
Almost similar.
Yeah, all topics are covered.
Okay.
But tough level is concerned, compared to last year, these questions, today 2019 questions are easy.
Each year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this was about the uh, operating system. Next, we talk about the engineering and discrete mathematics.
Yes.
Anisha, what is your observation on engineering and discrete mathematics?
So this year there were 7 questions for 1 mark and 4 questions for 2 marks, combining both discrete mathematics and engineering mathematics. And in engineering mathematics, they basically cover determinants and matrices where eigenvalues and vectors were asked, then limits and calculus and probability chapters. So the overall level of the paper was moderate.
Moderate. So mathematics has been always important in all the branches, but especially in computer science, discrete and engineering maths becomes very important, and the students find this subject scoring also. Those who are preparing for the next year, I believe that the mathematics type area you should never ignore. Coming back to Subaredi again to you, compiler design. Usually compiler as compared to the other subjects has been less important in the previous years, and what is the pattern this year, similar or had changed?
So last year 5 marks, sir. This year 6 marks.
Okay.
Right.
So more or less they are maintaining same.
Same. Last year 1 mark questions 1, 2 mark questions 2, totally 5. This year 2 mark questions 2 1 mark questions are 2.
Right. And difficulty level?
Right. This year is very easy.
Easier.
All are directly notes.
Directly questions
This
from
year.
your notes.
It is the place where people got full marks.
Okay. See, the difficulty level is very subjective matter. For some students it is easy, for some may be difficult. If you have covered that particular concept, it may be easy for you, but if you have not read, that means tough for you. So this is a very subjective topic. For teachers, the papers are always easy. For students, papers are always tough. Right. Now let us talk about the subject of computer networks. Sarfaraj, what is your finding on this subject?
Okay, sir. Computer networks is one of the core paper in the computer science. So last year 7 marks questions has been asked, and this year 9 marks question. If you talk about the history of computer science, overall 8 to 10 marks have been carried in this paper. But this year I believe the question is little easy because only some of the part has been covered, like IP addressing, switches, MAC address and cryptography. None of the questions from the TCP section has been asked. So TCP section is one of the little bit tough part of the computer.
But there is no question from that.
No question from the TCP. So overall, if I have to choose the complexity of this year, so I will choose easy. Only one of the question which was little puzzled, that is I think switches question. Student get little bit confused in that question. But overall, the complexity is easy this year, and slightly they are carrying 9 marks this year. So overall, it's a previous history they are repeating. So I believe it's this time easy paper.
Subbareddy, again coming to you for the theory of computation. Sundaram sir and the Venkat Rao are not available, but I would like to know the opinion from your side, because this is one of the conceptual subjects. Students believe that in TOC students can score well. How was the paper standard this year?
So last year, this year both 8 marks. Last year also 8 marks, now also 8 marks.
Okay, so the weightage remains same.
Remains same. So this year 70% is easy.
Okay.
30% is tough.
Okay.
There are 2 questions which are really tough. One is pumping lemma question. But one more is DFA construction. 2 questions are tough. That is the reason 30% is tough. Overall, like last year.
Okay. Coming to reasoning and aptitude, Ashutosh ji, your finding, what is the level of difficulty? Reasoning aptitude has been very important and always remains important for the GATE. So this year difficulty level, what is your observation?
Thank you, sir. There are few significant findings which I had here. Number one, there were 6 questions, 4 questions each carrying 2 marks and 2 questions each carrying 1 mark. That will sum up to 10 marks. This had been the distribution, and the questions have been predominantly from area like time, speed and distance, set, simple linear equation, and there have been 2 reasoning problems, out of which one, the police and the criminal, where we have to find out the criminal, was the toughest one in complete, in if I will say all branches combined. This was the toughest question, which by the help of options etc could have taken somewhere close to 4 minutes. Rest everything was below par. The level of the difficulty have been notches lower than what it used to happen in the previous years. It was fairly below par level as far as aptitude is concerned. There have been questions from reasoning. This particular puzzle have been tough. As compared to 2017, marks were 12. In 18, it was 13 marks, and this year it had been, as I already said, 6 questions summing up to 10 marks, where level of difficulty was below par, and an above average well prepared student could have taken roughly 10 minutes to solve everything in aptitude. Remaining that particular one question could have taken 4-5 minutes, but that was lengthy yet manageable.
Right. Now the last subject is DBMS. So Subbareddy, coming back to you for the your view on DBMS, level of difficulty, nature of questions.
Last year for 6 marks, this year for 8 marks, sir. Right? But this year all are basics only.
Okay.
8 marks, right? So it is very easy.
Okay. So when we see in total, this year computer science paper seems to be easier as compared to the last year paper, and many of the areas are easy to score and they are good, and no much difficult, lengthy, like we have seen in some of the other branches where the papers are very tough and lengthy. But in computer science the scenario is altogether different. Dear friends, Made Easy brings videos time to time on the strategy for preparation for the other areas including career counseling and also for the post-gate counseling session. After the GATE 2019 result will be declared, we will provide the interview support for the public sectors and for those colleges where the interviews are conducted, and we will also plan the post-gate counseling session where we can guide or we can help you in making a judgment related to your choice of college and choice of course, because this is a lifetime decision and a correct choice makes important difference in the life. Apart from that, I would also like to tell you that those of you who are not scoring very good marks and you are not expecting your call from IITs, NITs, you need not to be depressed. There are several other solutions. There are many colleges who take the admission at the average level of the performance also, and even if you have not qualified GATE exam, there are opportunities. You can write the separate entrance exam like IIT and Jadavpur University. There are some extra options available, bits also. Coming back to the public sectors, based on your GATE scorecard, you will get the opportunity. So GATE exam, GATE score is the gateway for the many opportunities, right from the MTech admissions, MS, integrated MTech plus PhD courses, direct PhD courses. Then you have the also opportunity in public sectors. Next, then you can plan to go in the BARC, CSIR. Also, you can think of going in DRDO and ISRO. There are several opportunities through GATE. GATE always has to be taken with the full sincereness. And in case this year your performance is average and you are a fresher candidate, I believe that you can take one more chance, and with better preparation you can write the GATE 2020 next year. MADE provides the classroom and postal courses for the GATE examination and also the online courses. In case you want any support from her, if you want any support from us, from MADE, we are eager to help you, we are eager to guide you, support you in any way whatsoever you wish. I would also like to tell you that MADE has come out with the GATE 2019 rank predictor. You can check your expected rank among the students who will submit their data. You will be able to find your rank, and this will be an approximation to your actual rank. Secondly, this year we expect the toppers marks may be in the range of 90 or above, and the GATE cutoff also as compared to last year will increase. Last year it was 25, this year we are expecting somewhere between 28 to 30. So on account of the paper was easy, the cutoff as well as the toppers marks can go up. Anything else would you like to speak? Someone wants to add any value?
Sir, a question from the discrete math. Actually, we have not detailed view. So some of the questions were tough, really tough. One or two questions from the discrete math part. It was tough, but overall we can say the moderate. But one question from TOC, one or two questions from TOC also was tough. So 3 to 4, 5 questions
were tough.
of course, the many students will not do that.
That is why we are expecting 90, otherwise it could have been 98 for the topper also.
Yes. But the 50 questions, approx 50 questions from the technical part out of 55, it was easy. No, easy to moderate.
The only thing is marks are not distributed properly.
Right.
Yeah, all contents not covered.
Yes, all the topics are not
Within the
covered well.
subject.
Yes.
But there is always limitation. If they are asking only 7 questions or 6 questions from one subject, all areas cannot be covered. But as you talked about this year, from programming they asked the questions, but from data
From
structure,
programming 5 questions, data structure
no question. So such anomalies are there.
And the selection method is
That
not
is how I
working.
think they will like to keep element of surprise. Why-
Yes, gate examination is always full of surprises, and student has to be prepared. Student has to be
Within the
prepared. Every
subject, they are
student.
unable to balance the questions. That is the problem actually in the question paper.
Right. I believe this is a part of the examination method, and students are supposed to be prepared for such kind of the deviations and anomalies. So, if you are a prospective candidate of GATE examination and you wish to write GATE 2020 or GATE 2021, and now you are in third year or second year, then for your support, MADE has come out with the plan of GATE summer course. And this GATE summer course is 70 days course. We will provide long hours classes at Delhi and Hyderabad Center. And this course will intend to cover the entire syllabus. And let me tell you, it is not a crash course. We are going to increase the duration of teaching per day. It will be 8 to 10 hours of teaching per day for 70 days. And in 600 to 700 hours, entire syllabus of GATE will be fully covered. You will be in comfort zone. It will help you in your semester exams also. But the ultimate task is GATE 2020 and GATE 2021. So in case you are willing for this kind of support, there is hostel faculty also. We will provide you the books also. Test series provision is also there. Then you can log on to the www.madeg.in and you can get the supports related to this.